How's it going, guys? We're going to be playing a little bit of Operation Star today, the invasion of Afghanistan. I know a lot of people have really basically joined the channel specifically for Graviteam tactics, and I haven't done a lot on the game in quite a while. So I want to go ahead and actually start here in the Soviet campaign to continue and push through Afghanistan. And we already have kind of a start going, so I'm just going to continue because we are on turn 2. And it looks like our next battle is going to be right here. Hopefully, it turns out to be a pretty damn good one. We are playing with the Shield of the Prophet DLC, for anybody wondering, and pretty good DLC. I think it's 20 bucks, maybe 10 bucks even. It's definitely affordable and absolutely gives a whole new experience to Graviteam tactics, especially if you're playing Operation Star. You just have World War II initially, but if you get some of the DLC, you can really upgrade that quite a lot. So this is obviously an attack in the desert here. I'm taking a look to sort of plan this attack properly, and I think I want to take some tanks this way and some tanks this way, sort of separate them out a bit. I'm going to go ahead and deploy, and what I'm going to do is actually fast move in that direction and fast move in this direction. And this is actually what you guys basically miss when I'm just uploading a video onto the channel without streaming, is you're missing the in-between part, because what I like to do is I pause, and then of course, I get actually started when we start seeing some action. In this case, we're going to go ahead and just proceed and see what happens, basically. So we've got a lot of tanks here, of course, crossing this extremely hot desert. And hopefully we find some enemies. Now, one of our units is retreating, and that's probably because they lost their commander in a previous battle. Although this guy seems to be fine. He's just being kind of a coward. We are separating the groups, so keep in mind that some of our tanks are not going to be near their actual company commanders during this battle. All right, I don't see anything yet. We're just going to stay up here and basically wait. We could fast forward, but I think since we're going to go ahead and play the campaign, we'll just keep things going. Come on, boys. Okay, let's see. Come on, boys. Still no contact, and like I said, this could take a little bit longer than we want, but we are going as fast as possible. The fast move option is the fastest way to move. Of course, the pathfinding has never really been great on the Graviteam games, so you do have some pathfinding issues like these two units kind of getting stuck, but this is also due to the fact that the commander is not following this group of units. These guys, as you can see, are much farther along, and I think that's because we're getting that commander support. We should expect some pretty serious defenses. Oh, I just heard a shot. Hold on. Enemy contact. What have we got? Enemy trench. Enemy trench. Veer right. Attack. Oh boy. Yeah, we're definitely dealing with an enemy trench here. And they could have any sort of gun. It looks like they've got an anti-tank gun there. Oh, absolutely. We want to waste that thing. You can do it, son. You can do it. Come on. Good shooting. Good shooting. I think it's dead. Yeah, it's definitely dead. Look at that. Oh, man. So that was an anti-tank guided missile right there, manned by some Mujahideen units. We can expect to see a lot more Mujahideen units as we move forward. These guys are, ambush masters. And I'm sure they're going to have some more men as we get towards Xerxes 1, especially since there seems to be like a nice little plateau area here that would be just about perfect for hiding. Fast move. Fast move. And so far, we haven't lost anybody. I mean, we've had some retreats, but I'm sure that our political agents can deal with that. I was going to say the KGB, but this is 1979, so the KGB doesn't even exist right now. Or excuse me, the KGB does, the NKVD does not. So in this case, we'll have the KGB dealing with these possible traitors. I didn't mean to do that. Let's do a fast move here. We're kicking up a lot of actual dirt in the desert, so honestly, if any of the enemies are here, they're going to know we're coming. They're definitely going to know that. That's one of the benefits of fighting in the desert, is if your enemy's moving forward, you will see dust clouds off in the distance. We'll go ahead and fast forward a little bit here. Just a little bit. Here we go. We are approaching. Alright, sure enough, enemy contact. What's this? I'm not seeing anything. Okay. Our men see something. Oh, looks like we just spotted some enemy infantry. And that's Mujahideen for sure. Yeah, absolutely. Keep on moving, boys. They're running from us. We need to try and catch as many as we can, or else they're going to be, you know, basically enemies later that we have to deal with. Get back to regular speed. Yeah, I think we pretty much took that group out. But I still want to get into Xerxes 1. It's a shame we don't have any infantry to sort of cover this movement. Because right now, you know, we're going to have to go into this kind of easily ambush area. I didn't phrase that right at all, did I? And we're going to have to take Xerxes 1. So we are going to have to move in here. Oh, just heard a hit. Something hit one of our tanks. Oh, look at this. We just spotted them. As you can imagine, looking out of a tank, you're not getting the best view. You're just not. Now, there is a button. I should know this. There's a button to actually have your driver, or not your driver, your loader pop up out of the tank, and you get a better view. Good shooting. Of course, we want to minimize the casualties we're getting here as much as we can, or else, you know, the Russian population, the Soviet population, is simply not going to accept this war. This was officially known as the Soviet Vietnam. Oh boy, enemy tank, damn it, turn around, you fool. Come on, turn around. We definitely have enemy tanks over there, guys, on the other side. Massive attack. Go for it. Commander's killed, Safonov is hit for sure. Yep, that's what happens when you've got your gun turned the wrong way. And he's just basically a target now for what looks like 1, 2... So far, just 2 enemy tanks and an infantry unit. As we approach, we will get a better view there, but it's never fun to have to deal with, you know, that sort of enemy presence, of course. I'm going to fast move with this guy, and also fast move with this guy. Looks like he's decided to rejoin us in the fight. Good work. Well done. How's it going, Icon Rostov? Good to see you, man. Thank you, Eric. Yeah, I mean, I can't really give up on YouTube. It's at this point, it's not just really a life choice. It's sort of an addiction, almost. Primarily just an addiction to your comments, your feedback. I love hearing from you guys. What can I say? Okay, here we go. So hopefully we get the first shot on these enemy tanks. They do have Iranian support, which of course would have never happened in the actual Afghan war. The Iranians hate the Afghans. They actually have 2 different forms of Islam. One Shia, one Sunni. So the chances of them ever working together are, like, you know, slim to none. What the Iranians would do is go into Afghanistan after the Soviets bomb the hell out of the country and try to maybe establish their own government. So, okay, we're getting some shots. This is good. This is good. Just target one at a time if you have to, boys. Oh, they're targeting the enemy infantry. We don't need you to target the enemy infantry. Boom! They just wasted one of our tanks, guys. Did you see that go up in flames? Unbelievable. Alright, I'm going to let him target this guy just because he's closer. Come on, you can do this. Look at that tank burning and still rolling down the hill. That is a sight to behold. Come on, Solodkish. Look at that. This thing's on full speed there. And we hit it. Beautiful, guys. Got 1 kill there. Good shooting. But we still have an enemy tank somewhere over here. And I want it dead. That's amazing how that thing just keeps on rolling. Oh boy, I see them. I think they just took out our tank. Maybe not. But Soltkij, if you could see, there's 2 guys. 1 guy dead, 1 guy wounded. So I'm hoping the loader is still alive. Wow, that's the enemy tank right there. You could actually see the penetration right there on top of the actual hull. Went right inside. Chapermin. Go. Man, some nasty shots. Come on, Shepperman, you gotta get this, man. Gotta get this. Your life depends on it. Nice. Alright, the machine gun's at least hitting the enemy. We need the actual turret facing the enemy and firing. There we go. That's a kill. That's a kill, boys. Absolutely wonderful. You can actually see one of the enemies kind of running away from the battlefield here. And the enemy is actually asking for a ceasefire. It looks like there were actually some Mujahideen troops near this tank position. What's certain is they were not actually in that tank. They were near. So the exploding tank is probably what's getting us those extra kills. And we have taken this area, but we haven't taken the valley yet. So I think I'm going to continue forward. We haven't come this far just to accept a ceasefire. Yeah, heading into the valley actually seems really unsafe without infantry. Because that is a perfect place to get ambushed. More enemy contact? What did I tell you? They're going to be waiting for us at the valley for sure. It's going to depend heavily on who spots who first. We got some prisoners. Wonderful, guys. Look at that. And these are our Mujahideen prisoners surrendering here. That's certainly a great sight. If we're lucky, though, we'll walk next to that burning tank and that thing will explode. Oh, very cool, Eric. Yeah, it's a great game. It's a great game, especially with the DLC. Depending on what kind of actual player you are in general, sort of determines like how you're going to do in that game. For me, you know, I'm terrible with the Cylon hacking fleets, but I'm actually quite good with just like Berserker-based fleets or, you know, basically Destroyer-based fleets. So it just kind of appeals to whatever game style you're into. And I also think the campaign's really fun. All right, Sandstorm, guys. Look at this. We've got a Sandstorm going on right now. Sure enough, enemy's still there. And they have actually a trench works here. So we will attack the trench works. I don't think they're attacking. They're expecting a tank attack in this crazy sandstorm, but that's exactly what they're going to get. Now, if this guy gets taken down, I will go ahead and accept the ceasefire. Let's actually look at it directly from his perspective as he's approaching here. Looks like the guy wants to actually come out and man that machine gun. That would really help. Immobilized? No way. Takchenko is definitely immobilized. I'm not sure why. I don't think he got hit by anything. It could just be a lack of fuel. As you guys can imagine, in this campaign, sometimes you have fuel issues. You've got to try, of course, to get the fuel to the target and keep those tanks running, or else they're just going to have to stop and basically wait. This guy definitely doesn't look like he wants to move. But that engine seems to be running fine. Oh, I see the problem here. Look at that, guys. The track is off. I'm not sure what took it off. Maybe just hitting the tree line. I doubt it, but, you know, that could be it. So I'll go ahead and accept that ceasefire. And we'll see what the effect is here. Okay, so that will be a defeat, and I think that's mainly because of the tanks lost on our side. 4 lost on our side, only 2 lost on the enemy side. As for kills, 21 dead on the enemy side, 12 dead on our side. Very few wounded there. Only 2 wounded on the enemy side, and we took 7 prisoner. I'll take it. Hey, Erwin Rommel, how you doing, bud? Okay, so now we have to decide what to do in the upcoming turn. Go ahead and end that. And I'm actually, this turn I'm going to play defensively, I think. Actually, I lied. What I am going to do is keep taking these areas so we can open up this area for the rest of the attacks. And I'm also going to attack this way. I hope these guys will join us, but I'm not sure they necessarily will. And we've also got a machine gun here, which can help us over here in case the enemy attacks us in this position, which I think they probably will. We don't really have anyone defending there. Okay, guys, what do you want to see? The battle on the east or the west? While you're deciding, I'm going to go grab a bongo. It's a little fruit drink here in Portugal. Okay. All right, Rommel's saying east, so we'll do the east one. And it looks like in this area they're actually dug in a bit. So we'll approach with our tanks. Remember, we're going to have a few lost commanders due to previous battles. Some crews without tanks that are essentially going to function as sort of a recon infantry. And we're going to have to attack no matter what. You know, we can only hope that the Soviet High Command will actually send us some sort of, you know, reinforcing equipment. We can't really expect it. So let me see. What I'm actually going to do is set up over here and just do one massive tank attack here. I think you guys can see what I'm setting up for. I actually want to get everybody on even footing and go right for the valley. Now I see why actually he wants us to attack from here from the valley. The valley's a crappy area to enter. We saw it in the last battle. So I'll actually send some units here. And I'll go ahead and launch an attack from both sides. We saw those trenches before, and I'm assuming that those are going to be exactly the kind of trenches we're facing here. But as you can see, this is a massive sandstorm. So it's going to be even crappier to get into the valley, even more crappier to get into the valley than usual. And imagine this. You couldn't see more than maybe, you know, a few paces ahead of you. Maybe a few hundred feet, but at some point, you know, you just can't see a damn thing. From here, you couldn't see the valley. You have to actually move up somewhere like here, and then you just start to see it. It will negatively affect any sort of infantry on the battlefield for obvious reasons. Can we get more of this? This is the good shit, says King Neglitz. Yeah, definitely, man. I was actually just mentioning before that I haven't done a lot of Graviteam recently, and I know that a lot of you guys really enjoy this game on the channel, so we will absolutely do more. Alright, you know, we're totally doing a pincer attack on the valley here, but with such poor visibility, I fear we're not even going to spot the enemy. Not a single contact yet, and we won't have a contact till we're right on top of these guys. Man, I hate fighting in sandstorms. You could actually see the way it's swaying the trees there. These are powerful winds, man. You really can die in a sandstorm. You just can't catch your breath, essentially. Transferring just one unit under AI control to see what they do. Hi, Vincenzo Orlovsky. How you doing, bud? Yeah, the Valkis are doing very well, man, in our Hearts of Iron 4 Let's Play, like, really, really well. But that being said, when you look at how many men the Soviets have, it's a bit frightening. Okay, first contact. Start firing, start firing. Oh boy, they definitely have some sort of anti-tank weapon there. We want to fire at it, but I don't think our guy can spot these guys. Come on, man. You can do it. Vehicle lost already. He's just not spotting them. Come on. No, that's an RPG. That is definitely an RPG. There's some return fire. Yeah, we got him, but not before he killed a few of our guys. Really good shooting there. So Kasimov, it looks like some of the crew managed to survive. In fact, the whole crew survived. Really lucky, but their tank is completely disabled. So I'm going to go ahead and recon forward. Nice! We got some machine gun fire from Kasimov. He has not given up, man. This guy's brave. He's taking out his Kalashnikov, and he's firing at the enemies potentially over there. In fact, he's gotten a kill. Wow. I like this guy. Got a few prisoners as well. This might turn out to be a pretty quick battle. Yeah, this is definitely a Mujahideen camp over here. Perfect place to have one, too, in this sort of oasis area. And look at this. We've got some enemies over here as well. Some more Mujahideen. At this point, they either surrender or they get killed. In fact, if they surrender, they probably get killed anyway, let's be honest. Especially if the Spetsnaz catch up with them. Or we turn them over to the Spetsnaz. More prisoners. Yeah, once they start realizing that there's just no way out of here, they're gonna want to surrender. That's the right thing to do. That's a really good question, King Nuggets. I don't know if you can. I think once a battle starts, you kind of have to start. You have to fight it. You can obviously like not do anything during the battle, and there is a timer that eventually runs out, but it would count as a loss. Basically count as us not moving forward. Look at that, man. We're right on the trenches. Oh, man. Rychagov, he's going to get blown up. He's doing a really good job right now, though. He's literally rolling over the enemy. Look at this. He could get stuck in the trench, but the guy hasn't even gotten out of the tank and is continuing to fire. Still yet. Yep. Just running over some bad guys. You can see the destruction we have created here. And this is what happens when you have a pincer attack with tanks. I mean, I think we've just about totally wiped out the enemy. We have taken the valley. Now we have a decision to make, and that is, do we want to move on to Xerxes? And I think we do. There's still a few of them. Look at that guy. He just climbed out of the trench and got wasted. If I were in this situation, I'd stay in the trench. And we got really lucky. You know, these guys absolutely have some RPGs. I'm not seeing any right now. I'm just seeing Kalashnikovs, but the Mujahideen units come with one RPG at least. Another reason I still want to go for Xerxes is with that many kills and that many captures, it's very, very curious that they didn't ask for a ceasefire. And that usually means only one thing. It means they've got more units, maybe an entirely new army over there at Xerxes. So I'm actually going to fast move. More prisoners. Oh, man. Are we going to break a record here for prisoners? Maybe. Keep your hands up. Don't put your hand down. And he could have got shot for that. That's a no-no. You don't, like, put your hands up surrendering and then suddenly put your hands down without a warning. All right, we will go ahead and fast forward a bit here. Oh boy. So yeah, we're gonna keep Burmankov here just to watch it, because there were a few of them still trying to attack. Because they were utterly gutted, but it's interesting. They haven't surrendered yet. I actually see, look at that, guys. Tank warning, enemy tank warning. Yep, we're heading this way. Yep, we see an enemy tank for sure. Right on top of that hill there. It's actually well hidden here behind this sort of hill, this sort of rock outcropping, or I should say the sand outcropping. I think we'll only spot him when we're about over here. But the more enemy tanks we knock out, the better. The fact is, we have an almost constant supply of tanks, but the Afghans don't have a lot of Iranian tank reinforcements, and if we can just get rid of them, especially in the first few days of the war, that's going to be great. Come on, where is he? Where is he? You can fight him. You can find him, find him, etc. Do all that stuff. Come on, man. Enemy's asking for a ceasefire now. We're not giving them a ceasefire until that tank goes down. Commander killed in one of our tanks. Not good. And yeah, it's probably this one, Ryabin. I definitely want to get rid of that thing. There's no reason whatsoever we shouldn't be getting a kill here. And they killed that guy too. Amazing, man. There we go. He's finally down. That really took quite a while. And yeah, it looks like they definitely got hit over here. But it's not on fire or anything like that. I think that was mostly spalling damage. I think they mostly remained in the tank until the last second there. So we'll accept that. I think that's agreeable. Or we could keep on trying to attack. With the loss of that commander, you could see that everybody's kind of lost faith. I don't see how that can't be a victory, so I'm going to go ahead and agree to the ceasefire. We have to recover from that. That was a nasty loss. And actually, we also lost commander due to spalling. You know, the tank was intact, but somehow it just made it through. That will be a minor victory. Look at that. 43 enemies killed, 9 enemy prisoners. It doesn't get much better than that. We only lost 7 men and 1 wounded on our side. So we go straight to the operation now. Yeah, it's a very hard game to play live, Daniel Davis. Absolutely. So I'm actually going to play this one defensively. They're attacking us here. I'm hoping this is the right call. And we'll speed up until they get here, and then, of course, do our best. Make them rush forward for a change. Okay. So here's what we'll do. They're likely going to be attacking from here. I'm going to start setting up our tanks this way. I'll keep a few tanks looking that way just in case. But for the most part, we want our entire tank army facing this way, and this group as well over here. Go ahead and get started. And let's hope we don't get overrun by the Mujahideen, because they don't take prisoners. I can tell you that right now. In fact, one of our units is already retreating. He's like, screw this. I know how this is going to end. I'm getting my tank the hell out of here. And we need every tank we can get, so that's a definite letdown. Looks like we've got some APCs here. It's going to be pretty useful, actually, with that machine gun, especially if we face, you know, just enemy infantry. We could potentially do quite a bit of damage. Daniel Davis says it takes 30 minutes just to set up my forces. I don't generally think too much about setting up the forces unless I'm playing one of the World War II campaigns, and the reason being, this campaign is a big desert map. There are rarely areas to hide. There are, of course, like hills and things like that, but you can identify those pretty quickly. But yeah, especially with, like, for instance, in Maya's front, I think I take at least 10-15 minutes usually to set up my forces, but never that long. Then I just get paranoid and keep questioning myself. I'm like, I didn't do it right. I need to go back. Let's see. Yeah, we still don't have any contact. But is that our smoke? No, that's enemy artillery. I don't know what they think they're going to achieve with that. Oh, we got some enemy contacts. Let's see what the hell it is, but there's definitely enemy contacts to the north here. More enemy contacts to the east. Again, we're not seeing anything. We just know they're there. Okay, we got some gunfire. What have you guys seen? What have you guys seen? Oh, I see some enemy infantry, actually. Yeah, let's make sure our APC handles that. Look at that, man. We are prepared. Our men are absolutely prepared. Keep it up. Nice. Whoa! Massive shot there. That could be an enemy tank, but nope. We actually have enemy APCs approaching us. I'm not sure how we're going to react to this, but I'm going to go ahead and order an attack on that area. And yeah, oh yeah, there's enemy tanks, absolutely, to the east. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like we have a lot of control over our tanks. They seem to be pretty unconfident since they've lost their commander in the last battle. So I don't think we're going to get much support or help from them. I hope we can still damage the enemy APCs. Come on, boys. A lot of enemies with those APCs, guys. That's unbelievable. You see all those infantry units moving up as well? That's crazy. It looks like the APCs may have just dropped off the men and are now moving back. And I think that's exactly what happened. We can actually see the open hatch here. So yeah, they're letting the infantry out and continuing forward. Sometimes in this campaign specifically, retreat is the best option. So we may end up doing that, but right now I'm just spotting a lot of enemy infantry and a lot of enemy APCs. And for that, I want to continue the fight. They've got a tank back here, but it's going to take them a while to actually get to the front lines here. So for now, I'll just make the best of it. Alright, that's enough Vorontsov. Good, good, good. Just keep shooting. He's also trying to hit the enemy over there. Shouldn't necessarily be focusing on them right now. There we go. Yeah, it looks like our machine guns absolutely did a number there on the enemy units getting out of that vehicle. And we're also hitting it with some machine gun fire. There we go. Good shooting. She is lit up like a... I can't come up with a good analogy here. Like a Roman candle. That thing is gone. Look at that. They're going to break out. Good shooting, man. I see a few of the rounds did make it through. So these things are not invincible at all. And it looks like our men are also targeting the infantry here. Although we're not getting much action from the tanks. They're not in this fight. There's no way. Have him turn his gun around. Here we go. That's what we need. Nice! I think this is the thing that actually killed their previous APC, because he's definitely got a turret gun on top. I don't think it can necessarily deal with enemy tanks, though, but hey, if we can knock out a bunch of their units, I consider that a pretty good bargain. Keep it up. Keep up the fire. Keep up the fire. See if I can target that APC. I think he's a bit too far. I love seeing like the infantry advance, the tanks supporting them. In this case, not a tank, but an APC with a pretty nice gun. And I think we'll just keep this up for now. He's gonna just stay here and continue firing. Okay, especially for the enemy crossing the open desert here. Ain't looking good. But once again, tanks are not responding at all. They might return fire and do their own thing if they choose to do so, but in terms of me controlling them, I don't think that's going to happen. Although, believe it or not, looks like we took out another APC over here. Maybe the tank did choose to fire. Okay, we're actually very lucky. The enemy's asking for a ceasefire here, and I think I'm absolutely going to approve that request, especially since they have a bunch of tanks. We have none whatsoever, so this would almost certainly be a victory for them, but they don't know that. So before they change their mind, I'm going to accept that ceasefire, but I'm trying to see if we can hit this Iranian guard first. Come on. Alright, ceasefire it is. minor victory once again. Obviously, 2 vehicles lost on our side, 2 vehicles lost on their side, including one that was disabled and can be repaired later. We had 9 killed on our side, 17 killed on the enemy side. Pretty even, actually. What I want to look now at is the operation statistics. Hello, Eric. Good to see you, mate. And see what's going on. Okay, cool. So hopefully we get some reinforcements. Unfortunately, I don't think we do. Oh, yeah, we do! Oh, beautiful. First thing I got to do is take out this Shirazi guy. Really frustrating. And we're going to send the rest of these guys over here to the front. Especially over here, because we need some tank support. And some tank repair. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Let's do that. Gonna attack up there. And I think I want to go ahead and attack here at Khorasan as well. This is risky, very risky. But you can't make eggs without breaking a few omelets. Isn't that the saying? What a crap saying. Okay. So I want to actually do this one first, in the off chance that we can somehow get behind the enemy lines. Basically cut them off, and then our next battle should be a little bit easier. If we're able to do that. That's a big if. Not just because it took me like 20 minutes to friggin' say it. Okay. I'm going to go with kind of a screen attack over here. And over here, we're just sending APCs out, so let's hope they know what they're doing. Attack. And attack. Oh, it's nighttime. Not everybody likes the nighttime battles. I really do. But there is a way to turn off the nighttime battles permanently in the options. We have it on Maya's front, but we haven't put it on here yet. Oh, man. That is awesome. That is so cool. Walking in the desert at night. Oh, yeah, we do, says King Nuggets. Yes, we do. Damn straight. Somebody's got to die for motherland. What do you think this is? A democracy? So they actually have quite a lot of areas here under their control. We're definitely in enemy territory. Hopefully we spot them before they spot us, because at nighttime, usually the first to fire the shot, and this is actually true in most battles, usually the first to fire the shot is the one that wins the battle. It's a scary but true fact. Thanks, Eric. So Eric likes the nighttime battles. Yeah, I like the nighttime battles as well. They're not for everybody, I understand. It can get kind of hard to see. I mean, it really tries to recreate what a nighttime battle was like. Eerily quiet. Whenever it gets this quiet, you know something bad's about to happen. Or the enemy's just decided that this is not, you know, worth their time. It's not worth staying on the battlefield. I doubt that, though. I highly doubt that. Let's go ahead and increase the time. Come on, boys. Here we go. Enemy contact, and sure enough, it's an enemy APC. First thing we spotted. Target it, kill it, get rid of it, boys. Yep, we're having him stop. And have this guy stop as well. Look at that. Wow. That was a quick light up, and all of a sudden the battle is alive. Look at that, guys. We're using our flamethrower tank. This is a flame tank. Unbelievable. We just burned them up, and these are all flame tanks. My God, this is pretty awesome. Look at this. You guys are very lucky to see this stream, because I've never personally seen this in this particular game. So we're using flame tanks here. That flamethrower is absolutely working the way it's intended. And move forward here. They've definitely got some armor out there, so we want to target it too. We don't just want to focus on the enemy infantry here. Armor is very important to kill. And I fear that with the flames, our tanks are going to be a lot easier to spot. Yeah, that guy's dead. So one of our lead tanks has gone out. Pretty nice start, but maybe not going to be the greatest finish in the world. We'll have to wait and see. Good shooting, Luga. Right, Luga got hit. We just need to keep up the fire. Oh, hit twice. Oh, I think he's on fire. Yeah, ammunition cache may have caught on fire for sure. Yeah, this thing is going to burn up. Yeah, we're not going to win every fight, guys. We've gotten pretty lucky so far, but we may have pushed it a bit this time. That vehicle's gone. We still have plenty of actual infantry here. And actually, our units also come armed with RPGs, but at this distance, there's no way we're going to hit anything. Don't be afraid, man. I'd love to see that our tank crews, APC crews as well, are still taking the fight to the enemy. I'm not sure it's going to make much of a difference, though. Like, we might be able to take out this group of infantry, but besides that, probably a better idea to get the hell out of here. Yeah, you can see they're definitely under fire. Interestingly enough, we have not captured this flag yet, Artaxerxes. More enemy contact. Yep. Oh my gosh. Whoa. Whoa. Talk about an ambush. Return fire with everything you've got. Oh my gosh. This is a true Mujahideen ambush. I hope we've got some sort of APC. It doesn't look like it. Nope. And the battle is ending. I believe we're running. Man, did you guys see that? That was a hell of a surprise. Completely waited for us and then unleashed their attack. Incredibly, we still took 2 of them down there. But man, those are 2 dead Soviet units right there. Riddled with bullets. So yeah, there we go. 17 dead on our side, 10 dead on their side, 8 wounded. 3 vehicles lost on our side, 1 on theirs. Yeah, not good. So we jump back to the operational table here. And what we'll do right now, I'll show you guys the current casualties. So right now, 75 dead on our side, 178 dead on the Mujahideen side, as well as 16 captured on the Mujahideen side. We have none captured on our side. Things are looking pretty good so far, but we're still very, very early into this campaign. And if you guys enjoyed this stream, we will definitely stream Graviteam Tactics more in the future. I know this is a game you guys love that I haven't touched on in a long time. So if you just hit that thumbs up button, show your appreciation, drop a comment, we'll definitely play some more in the future. And maybe we'll make this a YouTube exclusive stream. Thanks again, guys. Take care and have an awesome, awesome day. Don't forget to also join us in our Discord server so that you can get to meet everybody. And occasionally I'll stop in. I always like to chat with just about everybody. We've got a separate place to mic chat, so make sure to stop by there as well. Thanks a bunch, guys. Take care, and glory to the revolution.